Hey everyone, so I'm coming on live. I have Monica here who's going to be enjoying a reading with me. And again, like I said, this is a shorter reading, it's not the full capacity, and don't shoot the messenger. So here we go. This is Monica once again. You can watch her. So that I don't have many, okay. So like I said, you're a harder read simply because you seem open.
Yeah.
But you're like, it's a pull, because it seems like you keep a lot to the heart. You don't like to tell, like, superficially you like to tell people stuff, but the things that are most dense and closest to you, you're very... Now, the one thing I will say is that I don't think you're a singer, but I think there's something about music, because almost everything your higher wanted to express to me came with a song.
Okay.
Like, the first thing that started was sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows, because today was a great day for you.
Yeah.
And it seems like that's the type of melody that was playing today, but it's like the way you correspond with life is in some way you'll make a song or a jingle or something with everything.
Yeah, I love that.
So it's like as if like you were coming from like in the last little bit, I would say that you're coming from a place of salvation. It's like as if like it seems like you've come from a very not arduous, but I would say like you're finally finding yourself at this point in your life, and it's like every day is getting better and better and better, and I think that's what the song was representing. Because it's like you're just like on the flow now, you're on the flow, and it's like you're in a very good place, because there was an undertone. I don't know if in the past like you had a malady of some sort or something that you were trying to overcome that like nothing is stopping you now, and then again it went back into another song. Stop it. So and I don't usually get this, but for some reason you're very connected to music, and if you do ever want to chime in about anything, let me know.
Okay. Like, can I ask questions?
Sure.
Or is it like,
by all means,
or do I like validate things? How is the best way?
You could validate, you could do whatever you see
Okay,
fit, but
okay.
if you resonate with why it's always music, by all means fill in, but if you want me to just keep going, that's fine.
Keep going. I'm listening.
Now, there was this like feeling I was getting. I don't know if you've just landed in the city or a new apartment, or you have a new crush, or everything just seems to be new for you right now, like or newer than it's been, and maybe new love. Like it's like whoever you're with currently, maybe you haven't got to this level, but it's like something about this feels like everything's new, everything's progressing, everything's great. So this might be the first time you might even look at this person like that could be a possibility, whereas maybe in the past like you've never felt as confident as you do now. So I'm not saying you are in love, but it's like at least the possibility is open. It's such a freeing feeling I got in this age for you right now.
That means a lot.
It's all coming up spades right now. That's what I got. Now, she is on the brink of a big discovery for herself. And I don't know if you're into science or there's something to do with, like I was seeing frogs. And usually when I see frogs, I think science, dissection, things like that. But I don't think that's what you're doing. She's going to revolutionize how we see, like, I was seeing like furniture or chairs or like...
I make furniture.
You make furniture
and sculptures, and I'm very into like, I was just saying to him like,
accessories
and also like nature formations, like things together, juxtapositions.
Like I was getting, it's like weird to see, but it's like I don't know if it's the materials you're going to be using or what you're doing. You're going to be revolutionizing something with furniture, so that's very...
You heard it here first.
So this resonates for you?
For sure. Okay. And the other, I mean, I'll let you go, but the other parts there's parts for sure resonating.
Okay.
And I'm happy to share if that's like...
Yeah, if you'd like to, yes.
Yeah,
please.
so I have very Cole's notes. Basically, like I would say my life has been split into two, and I have been a long-time caretaker for my dad, who passed probably now almost a year ago. I don't know if you put something in there, but I
think there was something. Yes, your dad did come. Yes.
Yeah, and now I feel
so sorry. Now I get that. I didn't know if I should bring that up, but since you brought it up,
but it's opened me. I mean, obviously there's pain and guilt, grief, but it's opened my life up in a way that I feel free for the first time in a real way. So the fact that you got that energy really means a lot to me.
It was like all over, but it was, I will say, like there is this closed offness, and it's not, and I think you're breaching through it. It's just maybe that's how you were before. So it's like you're inching with your heart, and it's like when I was listening, I was like, why is it? It's like your higher would like putter. Say something, stop. And I'd be like, whereas sometimes people are like it just flows. So I feel like you're at this stage where
I'm
you're
very
like,
open
learning,
to a point. Like, then I'm like, you can't look at that part though. Not that part.
She is a real jewel to the world, and you are familiar. Oh, geez. Okay, so I'm going to go on a little different tangent. I don't know how open you are to, let's say, space and connections, and your higher saying that you're very familiar with your connections to space, etc. I don't know, because they were saying that you have some ties to Andromeda.
Oh, and, what is that?
And you have a lot of dreams of often pink purple skies.
Okay.
And you have these dreams, and there's some feeling like, oh, this is home, this is home, this is home. But it's like you see the skies and you recognize it. So I know this sounds weird, and they usually won't tell me this, but you have some form of like connection to space, and keep playing around with it. Whenever you see the dreams, just like say, this is home, I'm okay with that, and let it open.
Love that. I actually do a very specific meditation that moves you through space. Like it's like connecting to space. Yeah. Like,
but Andromeda is a galaxy.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like, because we're in the Milky Way, and Andromeda is a different one. So I don't
very
know why,
cool.
but they made me circle Andromeda.
I will Google that.
Okay. Onward and Upward. She's a big movie buff, loves role play.
I'm about to go to a movie right after this. Not even joking. In like 10 minutes, I gotta go watch the movie.
She's going to act something out she has wanted to for a long time. One that will give her a closed remark on her life. Curtains closed. I don't know if you're going to perform something. Are you?
No.
But I feel like there's some, maybe it could be metaphorical, but it's like as if like there's a role you want to play. There's a part you want to play, and it's like you're okay. And it's like I was seeing you on stage, and I'm not saying you're a performer, but it's like you gave your best performance, and then the curtains just closed on you, and you're like, this was it, and you just hear like the so there's this feeling of like, this is the role you were meant to play. If this makes any sense.
It does, metaphorically, very much.
But because you're such a fan of movies, because I can tell from the music that it's like you have a big whimsy about you. Like when it comes to like if you could put your life in a musical, I feel like you would do it.
Oh my God! Wow, I do no ideas.
I mean, like in the sense of like you have that whimsy, that creativeness in your mind to think of things. Okay.
Love it.
Oh, geez. Now here comes more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm ready.
I don't know if you've had issues or in your family with bone density. There are maybe hereditary precursors she has seen. The solution, if you're looking for one, would be to get certain seaweed extracts.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah.
I don't know why. Or microbials, and I don't even understand these concepts of to counteract the depleting effects or these symptoms. I don't know if it's like osteo or something, but it was like I was being shown like getting older and being fearful of ice.
Okay.
Like I don't want to fall because I don't want to break, because I don't know if there's. But they're saying if you want to start this now to preemptively stop it from happening, seaweed extract, something like that, or algae extract. I was just seeing some extract like that. So random. Father is missed and wishes that he could see this, but he does.
You wrote that down.
Yeah. Not around. He misses her too.
Stop it right now.
I'm not. That's what I got. So sometimes they will put in those nudges because there's this feeling like you're gonna achieve so much, and it's like you feel like he's not gonna be there to see it. And the one thing I can say is that he was like, and the thing is like he's such a soft. Like it seemed like he was such a soft, lovable person. Like he wasn't somebody that was a pushover. Like maybe even quiet in the most part, but like just like loving, and not like the over like, oh come here. It was more like softer, gentler lover. I don't know if that makes any sense, because it's like I didn't feel like he was like subtly saying like, I will be there even if she didn't feel me in my life always present. Because I don't know if I had this feeling of like, let's say you did a show for school or whatever, he wasn't that father that was like, oh yeah, like he was that guy in the back, and he was just like, I love her, like he was that guy. And I feel like he's always going to be that guy. So don't ever think
so
I'm
sweet.
sorry.
No, I love that.
I don't like to bring those things up.
No, I love that it gets brought up. I'm very connected to him. I feel like post his death,
and you're involved. So every new thing you do, because it seems like you're going to do some major things in your life, he will be right there with you. So
love that.
She's also realizing the friends and family suited for her in this time. This is not a time to mess about with this. She needs to fasten those closest to her heart. So it's like, I did get something later on, I believe, about an act that you should be separating from specifically. But it seems like there's going to be people that are very curious about who you are and what you're doing. And it's like, no, right now, I'm bringing those closer and like weed out the ones that don't save face, don't do none of that. It's like, it's okay. Okay. Boating can be fun. Just make sure if you're drinking, wear a life jacket. And I saw this huge boat, like a yacht, and you're there just champagne and like with a life jacket. And I don't know if this is an invite soon or in the distance, but it seemed like this is from an investor or somebody in. Does any of this resonate?
No, manifesting though. I love the water. I like sailing. I like being on a boat.
Okay. So I was getting this champagne on the side of the boat, a celebration of some sort, and I kept getting investor. It's like an investor invites you on a boat soon, and I didn't see this happen right now, but it's like maybe you get a little tipsy, and if so, like just wear a life. I don't know why they're
I'll wear the life jacket. Say no more.
But it was a big boat. It was not a small boat. You were like really. But I feel like whatever this is with the furniture, etc. If you're asking for this, it's coming. I don't know, but I got like a mom and a sister. I don't know if those are the two closest people in your life.
I have a mom and I have a sister.
Okay. Your mom is solid as a rock. Again, the song. Solid. That's
She's solid as a rock.
It's like your higher self wanted to always be singing.
Yeah. I think that's fair.
There's no issues. The sister might be in a transition herself. So she's going through her own thing, but it's like there's no issues with those two. And then something about like your mom and bingo and like party time or like, but her version of partying is like crocheting with the girls with some wine. So it's like your mom's actually gonna, because she's so solid, it's like she's gonna continue on and she's not gonna lose footing and she's gonna still be that person for all of her friends. So whatever taken back she's had, it's like as if like right now she's actually at the forefront in a weird way, even though it would seem that maybe she shouldn't be, but she is. But I guess that's momming in general. But that was really nice. And this, I should have told you this right at the front because this was the one thing I wanted to tell her. She's nuts, and that's the stuff dreams are made of.
Oh my god, that is so good.
I don't know. It was that, does that, because they made me highlight that. Like that should have been the first thing I said to you.
Yeah, I like that. I just think, you know, there's like a lot of projection in this life of like things you want to do or like ways you want to go that, and you know, some things haven't been done before, and I feel like that just, I'm in a place where I'm just like, I'm just going to do what I feel called to do, and that's just that.
Well,
so
here we are.
Yeah,
this is
I love
where I'm
it.
at, so I'm a representation of that in the fullest.
Oh my god, cute.
I don't know if your mom's grandfather or your grandfather passed, but I was getting this man. He was older, and it seemed like he was very clean appearance. Like if his shirt had to be pressed, nice button, not a button out of place, and his appearance felt like it was not that it was very important. Like he was like, you know, I'm all about my appearance, but it was like that was, you know, pride in the self, pride in. So he didn't live or see much. Small reminders to you. He's proud of you. You're making the name proud. So there was this sense of like your last name. I don't know if it comes from your mom's side or something, but it's like your grandfather saying like you're making the name. Maybe there's not a lot of boys, or like, you know how men would think like, oh, boys are going to carry the name or whatever. It's something about you making the lineage proud.
Yeah. That means a lot too, because the people I'm closest to is my dad and my grandfather on my mom's side. Like I have a very strong connect, and I mean he passed many years ago.
Yeah, there was a feeling like you would have been young. Yeah. But he's watching also, and it's like as if like he was making it seem even in marriage you're going to carry the name. Like there's this feeling like you want to even make it like a hyphen. It's like you want to bring it with you, and it felt like your grandfather was like, I'm so proud of you because you're going to be the one that makes our name known. And that was very, not that he needed to be known, but he liked that people regarded the name positively. There was something about the last name, like I don't know if there was like a lot of strife because of the last name, but it was like something about like being strong in the name, and I don't know why, but that was basically what I was getting. Now, this is random.
Yeah.
What's with the Snap Crackle Pop? I kept hearing
Okay.
Rice Krispies.
I mean, I love Rice Krispies. I make them. I do a Christmas box every year. I love Rice Krispies.
Okay, that's why. So that's
Oh, I make 'em
your
all.
higher's way of saying, like, these are these weird things
Yeah.
that I know because
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Okay,
and
I see.
I'm
Like
you.
confirmations.
Yeah,
of sorts.
confirmations. Like, there was something about
I love-
Kellogg. I kept hearing, like, Snap Crackle Pop,
Yeah.
Kellogg's Rice Krispies. And
I
I'm like,
love Rice Krispie squares. Say less, you know.
This and the nuts, the sorry, I forgot to
Yeah.
add this with the nuts part and the stuff and dreams are made of. It's like her forward movement is going to be a creative endeavor that shapes her life. Now, hollow victories will befall those that have wronged you, and that's where the ant came in.
Okay, wait, interesting.
So they will see. That's what I got. So
Yeah.
I don't know if there was like an aunt who was like nagging you or telling the family like, oh, you know, let's like, or I don't know what she was doing, but
Yeah.
it just seems like she's got a sly eye to you, and this is the one. And if you know of an
Yeah.
aunt or you have a feeling about an aunt,
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
don't worry, she'll see. She'll get hers. And
Okay,
it's like,
interesting.
I don't know if you want to be Marilyn Monroe for Halloween or something. But I was getting
Should
this.
I?
Well, I was getting this like I wanna be loved. That was
Yeah,
the next
yeah.
song, and then there was like this feeling of like you and the guy you're with, you guys could go as like I don't know what president it was, if it was JFK or whatever, but it was something about like why you don't want to do it is because you don't think you think you're too clumsy to wear the white dress.
Oh, funny.
Or something to that degree. It's like maybe it's a version of you wanted to do, but you're
Yeah.
like, oh, that satin dress, I couldn't pull it off. I'd get cranberry on me or whatever. So that was another thing. Like, if you do want to pull that off, don't be scared.
But I
Like,
love
just
that.
brave
Yeah.
it, because maybe that's a character you've wanted to play, and your older self would never allow for that.
Yeah.
Maybe your newer self
Yeah.
will. So I don't know why that came out. Crowdfunding, lack of support, no problem. That's what the yacht is for. Via con Dios or Arrivederci.
Yeah.
I don't know why I got
Interesting.
those two, but
Yeah.
I'm saying there's something about there's going to be investors coming after you for what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Her fundamentals are all on point, nothing to stop her from balance. So then there was this vision I got of like you as a little girl, like walking on like not balance beams, but like balance, and like always loving this idea of balance. And I don't know if you've been messing about with those suspension cords or like maybe
Okay,
playing
yeah.
with those,
It's
but
so
there's gonna come a time where like you're gonna knock that out of the park too. It's like even when you were a little girl and you were trying to balance
Yeah.
in a seat car,
interesting.
it's like you practice,
Yeah.
and then you got good at it. It's the same thing. It's like if you're, and I don't know why they're correlating the suspension rope
Yeah.
with the way you see your migration in the future, but it's like if you just keep doing like you did when you were a kid and you
Yeah.
just said no, I'm gonna do it, all of this is going to come into perfection for you. So I don't know if you also want to do the suspension rope or have wanted or played
Yeah.
around with it.
Yeah.
You're
I
gonna-
haven't, but interesting.
yeah, there was this thing of like you could master it. Let's just put it this way. Now, this was a random one, and I kind of don't want to bring it up, but I don't know if you had like an old friend. Who's Joshua? I got the name Joshua,
Oh, interesting. I don't know.
and then all I heard was Joshua is happy and tipping hat.
I don't know if I.
Josh or Joshua. That was
Yeah.
the only I got. I don't like names because
Yeah.
sometimes names throw me. But
Yeah.
there was I was getting like maybe there was an old friend that passed away from cancer or something.
Okay.
And they're tipping their hat
Yeah.
at you.
Yeah. The name Josh doesn't.
No,
doesn't-
it could
yeah.
be because
Yeah.
I noticed like sometimes they give me these like generic names
Yeah.
sometimes, but it's like I got like died of cancer, old friend.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't sure if it was like because at first I'm like, oh, is it a brother? But I wasn't getting that connection. It
Okay.
could have been like a childhood friend or
Yeah.
somebody from high school
Yeah.
that passed away suddenly, but that like really cared. You guys had a good mutual relationship, and he's even like tipping his hat saying
Okay.
like, you got this.
Yeah.
So you've got a lot, and you like the whole thing is a whole sense of poetics.
Yeah. Oh,
Like
yeah.
you're all about the poetic justice, the poeticity.
I
in
love a
life.
poetic life, yeah.
You're a poetic. Okay, so I know this is short, but this is what I do.
I love it.
I hope this helps.
It did. Incredible. Like, I really appreciate.
It's
yeah,
a lot.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
a lot. It's
Yeah,
a lot.
but you really like encapsulated a lot of how I'm feeling. I mean, to me, it's crazy that my dad and my grandpa came up there because they're the two people that I am very
Wanted
connected to.
and-
Yeah, and I feel like I have this like post, whatever universe relationship with them. And it's funny, like,
No, they're there.
yeah,
Like,
I feel them.
You will, like, energy never dies.
No, it
you
doesn't.
come from a science background, you understand that concept. So
I don't know if I'm a science, but a lot of my family was in
mean,
science.
I mean,
But I know what you
like,
mean. I am
yeah.
connected. I definitely
Yeah.
feel that. And it's funny because, like, I don't, you know, not always am I connecting to my dad physically, but I did this week. I had a particularly, some challenging moments, and I took his picture right beside me, and I was just, like, looking at it, I was like, I just miss you so, like, I was like,
Yeah,
I miss you,
that was the
and I
main
just
thing.
wish you were here, yeah, and, like, to hear
That's
that.
why I think he did come in, because he's basically trying
Yeah.
to say, like, hey, I'm still here.
Yeah,
Like,
he's on
my
my side.
abilities have changed since I was younger. I was someone who could connect directly that way,
Yeah.
and now they've morphed. Long story.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, I want to build that back up too, because I want to tap more into
Yeah.
this stuff. But they do. They
It's
chime
very
in.
powerful, yeah.
They chime in. They
Yeah.
chime in.
I love it. I mean,
Would you like the pages?
is that, like, I mean, I recorded it, so it's like, if you want to keep it, that's fine, but I'll take the pages.
No,
If they're for me, okay, I'll
always
take
give
them.
to the
Oh my God, I
people
love
so
that.
They can share.
Yes.
And I thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I'd
And,
love to. Is there, like, a place I can
Yeah.
donate to as well for you, or, like?
I mean, I take donations.
I know I just don't have
but-
any cash on me, so it's like, if you have a PayPal or
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I mean,
because then I will.
you can take my email now, and I'm just gonna end this off because we'll stop. Our
Yes.
So, guys, you see another reading done. Another satisfied person, I hope. Did you find it
Yes.
satisfying?
Oh my God, it was really so beautiful. Yeah, really so beautiful.
Thank you.
In a very short time, you hit the nail on the head on definitely.
Well, I
some
mean, because
major
I'm trying to
aspects.
make it short. Because usually
Yeah.
when I do my bigger readings, they're about an hour
Yeah.
or more. And I mean, like, I get more and more and
Yeah.
more. And then it goes into trauma. And then it goes into...
sure.
It goes in the rabbit hole.
Yeah,
So.
but it means a lot to me that you said. Actually, there's a lot of things. I can't even pick
It's a
one.
lot to process.
Yeah, you
but
know
if
all
you
of
do
these.
want, if you add me to Instagram, then
Okay.
you can see. Okay, bye, guys. Hope you guys are all having a good one. Bye for now.
Yeah, can I take a picture of your